Okay, so next mission we have is Reclaim the Skies. Let's check it out. What's the latest news from the War Council? I can't believe how quickly Omegaland is drying into dust. It's all happened in the past few months. Something's going on, I know it. And Black Hole's different too. Even though Sturm's out of the picture, it looks like they have an objective and are following someone's orders. Our army is severely undermanned, but they're growing larger and larger. There must be someone or some group directing their movements and activities. For now, we're in the dark. All we can do is attempt to cut off their supplies. Commander Rachel, this is terrible, awful, horrible, catastrophic! What is it? Take a deep breath and start talking. There's a gigantic missile headed right for HQ. What? A missile? How long do we have? Impact in approximately 30 minutes. Yeah, you have to launch a counterattack. Don't take your eyes off that missile. Bring it up on the screen now. I want to watch it as we fight. So this is where they kind of start using the second screen a little bit. But yeah, we have Mission 4, Reclaim the Skies. Attention, Allied forces. Begin retreat procedures immediately. Dream on, freak. You're the CO controlling that missile, right? This is our homeland, and we're going to find a way to defeat you. Enemy untested, skill levels low. Enemy victory is impossible, resistance useless. Approaching missile is your doom. Commencing attack procedure, Alpha. Hey, so what? Maybe I'm not that strong, but I'm the most stubborn CO you'll meet. I won't stop fighting out there until not a single one of you is left standing. Everyone, take a look at the screen. It shows a map of the continent, right? As soon as we start fighting, the countdown will start. But if we can defeat these chumps here before the timer reaches 0, we win. Things may not look good now, but this time our army has the upper hand. Let's move out and teach these creeps that they can't mess with us. So yes, we have kind of a time limit here. Fighters and a bomber too. They've deployed a powerful force. Yes, they have, but don't worry, we've got plenty of anti-air ordnance deployed. First, let's take a look at the enemy units and see what they can do. These are fighters. They're direct combat air-to-air units. They can strike hard and fly long distances, but can't attack ground units. Next up, we have a bomber. It can devastate land and naval units. However, it can't attack other air units. We're facing a strong army, but we're more than a match for them. Don't be afraid. Move out and take the fight to them. Okay, so we need to kind of plan things out here, and we have kind of a time limit to deal with too, so we can't slouch on this fight, that's for sure. This is a deadly piece of hardware as a missile unit. It can fire indirectly on air units. The fighter and battlecopter below are both within range, so let's attack. But which unit should you attack? The fighter or the copter? The fighter, because it has a larger movement range, right? Wrong. You're much better off attacking the battlecopter. Remember, our anti-air unit can reach and engage the fighter. But we can fire on the copter only with missiles, because it's over the sea. Oh yeah, okay, I get the idea. And try not to move units unnecessarily. Right on, I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, that's where we're going to be aiming. I was actually thinking the bomber, but I'm like, oh wait, the bomber's not in range. So yeah, the battlecopter makes the most sense. Also, once again, we have a new CO, so I'll probably look at her stats in a little bit. But before we do, let's go ahead and get things moving first. Ah yes, the rocket launcher. This unit can fire indirectly on land and naval units. It can hit a much greater range than artillery units, so I think you'll like it. As luck would have it, those enemy tanks are in range. Let's pound them. Yeah, probably a thing we need to do. And see, this is actually pretty good because we can use the other tank to wipe out this tank. Perfect. As far as you, let's just get you out of here, if anything. I think no matter what, we can't really escape the range of the fighters, so what we probably want to do is keep it close so the fighters don't go too out of the way when they go for it. So let's go ahead and let's attack these other air units. This is an anti-air unit. As its name implies, it can engage air units in direct combat. Air units fear its firepower, believe me, and it's a beast against infantry units. Tanks and medium tanks are a bit out of its league though, so be careful. So yeah, we definitely want to use these against flying units. Won't be able to take a whole lot of damage out of these units, like, obviously they won't be one-shotting them, but still, they'll get pretty close. As long as they're weakened a little bit, that's all that matters. Weakened air units can't do that much, so that's what we'll use to our advantage, I guess. So before we actually go to the next turn, let's go ahead and take a look at Rachel here. A young Orange Star CO, she strives to follow in the footsteps of her big sister Nell. Brings a breath of fresh air to her units. Hits, hard work, miss, excuses. Her troops are quite hard-working, and they increase base resupplies by 1. So her first ability is Lucky Lass. Improves her chance to strike with massive firepower and destroy her enemies. Lucky. And then Covering Fire. Provides covering fire by launching 3 missiles from Orange Star HQ in Omega Land. So, yeah, like, she has basically a nuke. 3 nukes for CO power, or Super CO power, which is really, really cool. But otherwise, like, her units, they're natural. She's kind of like Nell in some respects, where she has good luck. So, chances are when she attacks units, she'll probably be doing a bit more than what the damage values actually say. So it doesn't seem like she has like very great abilities, but honestly Rachel is a very good CO. I like her a lot. Enemy army has many anti-air units. Victory improbable. Ready naval unit. Jugger retreats. But retreating in full view of the enemy is... Survival takes priority over victory. What? More Jugger! Wait for us! Okay, I figured that would happen, but again, like, they're not going to do much damage here. This is going to be a 2-day battle, no matter what. So, I think we're good. This is so stressful, we can't afford to make a single mistake. As you can see, we're using both screens in this skirmish. So far, the top screen has been used only to display intel, right? Well, you can still see intel by tapping the X-swap icon in the touchscreen. This icon switches the top screen between missile tracking and intel. So the X-swap icon only functions when we have battles with 2 fronts, right? Oh, and there's something else I wanted to ask you about. The R-info icon appears when the cursor is on a unit. What does it do? The R-info icon allows you to see more detailed information on deployed units. You can check firepower, types of units you can attack, and other intel. The R-info icon doesn't appear unless the top screen is an intel display. So you won't see it if you're tracking the missile, remember that. Oh, and the R button does the same thing, so you can use it too. Cool, I'll make sure to use it. So yeah, just to kind of check it out, I guess. You can switch screens like this. And this is the intel I was kind of talking about, so yeah. That's basically it, so... I'm gonna go back to the missile, though. I don't need the intel that much. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be a 2-turn battle, so... This battle is over already, pretty much. Whee! Yes, we did it! Fantastic, nice work, Commander. Let's redirect that ballistic missile into the sea. If we can recover it intact, we can reverse engineer it to gain valuable insight into their technology. Yes, ma'am. It's too bad the enemy CO got away, though. He survived the last time we fought, too. He's a tough shell to crack. Commander Max should be arriving soon, so I'm heading back to the front line. You're in command here now. Don't let me down. Wait, Commander Rachel. Shoot, she's gone. She's such an understanding leader. I'm glad she's with Orange Star. Yeah, Rachel is cool. I really like Rachel. Honestly, like, as a CO, I like her better than Jake, but Jake has that awesome theme. So it's like, yeah, the 2 protagonists are really, really cool in this game. I never give up. That's right, you never give up. And you never should, honestly. So yeah, once again, still getting points for all the different COs we have. But we have a new mission against a new CO too, so I'm really curious to see what this foe is all about. Leave it to me. Just stay here and make sure the chow's ready when I get back. What? Who do you think you are, waltzing in and giving me orders, musclehead? Simmer down. Man, you're just like your sister, you little hothead. Sup? What's going on? Hey, Jake. Give me a hand with Rachel, will ya? Black hole forces have been spotted moving into Tahira range, and Max wants to march right out and open fire. Whose command is this? Mine. I decide who takes the field. Me. Now back off. Whoa, whoa, chill. First we gotta do some recon, then we'll talk. They haven't started anything yet, right? You're right. Max was being a gung-ho and headstrong that I blew my top. And what's wrong with being gung-ho? Take it easy, Max. Come on, let's roll. Hey, was this place always a desert? Didn't there used to be more trees and stuff? Well, Megaland is rapidly deteriorating in a desert, and it's a serious problem. We don't know what's causing it, but my guess is black holes behind it. For the time being, let's focus on crushing these goons in front of us. There's a factory by the HQ, isn't there? This must be a deployment map. So we can deploy any units we want, right? Yep, and that of course means you need funds to produce units. I doubt you've given much thought to money at this point, am I right? Well, on a map like this, funds are a part of the strategy you can't ignore. First off, you receive funds at the beginning of each day. Now, the more bases you have, the more cash you earn. Remember, bases provide you with terrain bonuses, supplies, and funds. You'll want to capture as many as you can, no matter where they are. To deploy a unit, tap a factory and choose a unit from the unit list. Word, I'll give it a shot. The enemy ain't far away, and their numbers are pretty small. With all this flat land, I'd say Jake is better off taking this one on his own. I get your point, but let's discuss it a bit before we come to a decision. You know, you can scout the map before taking the field, right? All you do is move the cursor around to check out the terrain and enemy units. When you're ready to start fighting, tap the menu and choose Deploy. So we actually get to choose who we want to use for this one, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this is basically the first deployment map of Advance Wars. I'm actually kind of excited about this. I do kind of enjoy these kinds of battles. This is where the strategy of Advance Wars really starts to shine. So in review, they have a lot of powerful units here, so we need to be careful of that. They have an anti-air for some reason, but there's no air units, so that won't be a big thing here. Normally I think tanks would be the way to go, so Max would be good for that, but they have a medium tank, so we need to keep that in mind too. So honestly having someone like Jake here would be pretty good too. You really can't go wrong with any of the COs, honestly, so I think I'm actually going to go for Jake, if anything. This is the Select CO screen. Let me explain how it works. The small window on top shows the current CO. To use someone else, touch the current CO's name, then touch the CO that you want to use. See? It's that simple. Now get out there and win. So you can actually, if you're smart, you may be able to see, who we'll be getting in the future, but, maybe not necessarily. Maybe a few units, but, not all the units. That's all I'll basically say about that. So, I think I am going to use Jake for this map. I think Jake probably makes the most sense. But I still have to be careful. Let me just refresh here. Okay, 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crap. Because, I was thinking of using Jake here so I could grab this city, but that's not entirely smart because this tank is going to be hitting me pretty hard. Now, the thing is, I will be on a city, so I won't take too much damage, but a lot of things to think about, that's for sure. I could also just wait a few turns before I actually do anything so drastic. That's also definitely something I should keep in mind. In fact, it might even make more sense to kind of get this front covered before I do anything. But either way, I think Jake is definitely the way to go. So let's go ahead and deploy and get this battle started. Let's do this. Are you ready? Yes. Let's go! Never-ending war! Woohoo! I don't know why Mario's on the brain. Oh, I know why, because I frickin' saw the trailer for Mario Odyssey today, and it looks frickin' awesome. But that's besides the point. Starting with this battle, you can now unleash your CO powers. CO powers are special abilities that give commanders an advantage in battles. Check your CO profiles in the map window to learn more about individual CO powers. The top screen shows the CO portrait, current funding, and the power meter. You can use a standard CO power when the small stars on the top meter fill up. If you don't use it, the large stars will fill and you can use a Super CO power. Super CO powers are many times stronger than normal powers and can change the tide of a battle in an instant. The type of power you use depends on the power itself and the battle conditions. When the power meter is full, choose power from the map window and give it a try. I can't wait to bust out some beefy CO powers on those black hole fools. Alright, awesome music again! Woo! I love this theme so much. It's so freaking good. Like, seriously, they made it so freaking good. They did. They really, really did. So basically what I could do here is I could build a tank, or I could go simple and build a infantry and a artillery up here, and then focus on getting tanks a little bit later. My one concern is this guy, because I don't want this guy to really wreck my face or anything. But I'll definitely get it figured out. I think I will. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna build an infantry. I've got bad news. It looks like we can't produce any powerful units yet. Yeah, and even if we had the funds, we don't have the materials. That medium tank on the HQ is our problem. No other ground units can take it on. I see what you're saying. We've got to come up with a plan. Well, I definitely have a plan, and my plan is to not give up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to lure the enemies this way. And this does seem kind of risky, but I'm going to go ahead and give this a try, just so I can get maybe a head start on this. The thing is, I will be taking damage, and I'll be taking a little extra damage too. But I'll go over that when we actually learn who our opponent is. So let's end our turn here. I laugh only out of sheer boredom with the fools populating this inane continent. I must continue, though, for the sake of the Black Crystal objective. Lord Koal, enemy forces spotted. That decrepit guerrilla force? They are beneath me. Battle them as you see fit. They're actually Allied troops led by a commanding officer. Truly? And I shall see if there is a CO on this continent worthy of facing you. So, this is Koal. And yeah, that did way more damage than I gave it credit for, so I might want to rethink this a little bit. Hell yeah, wow, they're really moving this force a lot further than I thought they would. Now, thankfully, like, again, all we have is a recon and a frickin' anti-air, nothing too extreme. But still, I don't want to, like, completely lose either. But, you know what, this might actually work out anyway. Fortunately, though, they're on a city, which kind of sucks. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Koal and what his abilities are. A CO of the Black Hole Army who is always planning his next destructive act. Hits, Proverbs, and Ramen. Miss, Fondue. Adept at making quick decisions, he stores up energy for his CO power at a faster rate than other COs. He's a master of road-based battles. So yes, Jake is a master of fighting on the plains. Koal is actually a master of fighting on the roads. So that's essentially why this tank actually did a little better against my mech here, because he was on a road. But also because, again, mechs aren't the best at fighting in defensive battles, so that's another reason why I kind of got messed up a little bit. And as a result, I think I am probably going to end up losing this mech because of my decision. Although, I will have more defensive stars here, so I think I am going to retreat. And, like, he does have some damage, so that wasn't a completely useless battle, but still. I definitely need to try and get a hand, or a hold of this battle and actually making some progress. So I'm going to build a tank here. Get you out of the way. And I'm going to move you here, and I'll probably just build a tank next turn here so I can get this side taken care of. Because there's no way this mech is going to last, unfortunately. Oh, but I never finished Adder's abilities. Well, I'll look at them in a minute. Okay. Damn it! Okay. Well, he was weakened already, and again, it's because he got like a super powerful strike from the road to begin with, so that was kind of a bad call on my part. Yes, I think I've got it. What are you yelling about now? The medium tanks. I think I've come up with a strategy that'll take care of them. How's that? I don't think those medium tanks move unless an enemy enters their attack range. Yeah? So? So first, we produce an artillery unit and deploy it near the upper bridge. Then we send an armor unit like a tank to the city at the end of the bridge. Right, then the medium tank rolls out to slam the unit on the city, and the next turn the artillery unit takes aim, and kablow, the old bait and switch. Too many artillery units and the enemy won't take the bait though, be careful. Artillery units can beat down even medium tanks, so that just one of them should do it. Plus, I could always use a tank or mech unit to move in for the kill. We just can't give it any chance to repair itself at all. Alright, let's give it a shot. So that's basically what I was planning to do anyways. That's kind of pretty much how the battle's supposed to go, I guess. But for now, we need to kind of work over here. And yeah, as you can see, like I have a 50% here, but if I go to the plains, 55. So that's Jake's plane combat coming into full effect right there. Unfortunately, though, I still didn't quite get the kill, though. So, let's see, I need to think about this. I can't hit this guy, can I? No, I can't. If I had a super CO power, I think I probably could, but, I don't really want to screw this up here. Because here's the thing, if I move this guy forward, the medium tank's going to kill him, and then if he kills him, then the anti-air, or the artillery is going to get killed, so I don't want to move him too far over at the moment. So, let's do this. I'm going to move you here, just so he's not on the city. I think that probably makes the most sense. Let's go ahead and build a tank here, and I'm also going to finish looking at Koal here, because I never did that. So his CO power is Forced March. Movement range for all units is increased by 1 space. Units have more firepower on roads. And then we have Trail of Woe. Movement range for all units is increased by 2 spaces. And units have more firepower on roads. So he's actually very, very similar to Adder. The only difference, he gets more firepower on roads. So he's not exactly Adder, but he's pretty damn close. And I'm sure Power to Mario, if he's listening, he is just squealing like the little Adder girl fanboy that he is. Or Adder fangirl that he is. That's what I meant to say. Because PTM is a huge, huge Adder fan. Okay, so we have a bit of an issue here, but as long as we start like getting some artillery units over here, we'll be fine. Now, like Rachel said, we don't want to like overdo it, obviously, but still gotta be careful. Again, that anti-air is like stepping out of my range, which is really, really annoying. So I'm gonna go ahead. Do I have any cities nearby? Not really, so I'll move you back. I'm actually not going to use this yet because I want to make sure that I keep ammo in the artillery before I do anything else. Yeah, you think you're trying to run away from me? I don't know if I like that. You stupid tank. take that. So yeah, this is probably where I'm going to start cutting battles a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and move you here. And we're actually going to get another artillery unit, because why not? No matter what, they're not going to be able to take this city, though. As long as I'm here, the city should be very well protected. I just need to kind of work on getting some other properties as well. I think I did kind of like start this battle in a very dumb way, because I essentially gave the enemy 2 properties at this rate. And yeah, look, this guy is just going to keep on moving like this. But, what else is new?